everybody. Welcome to Learning the Scottish Great Highland Bagpipe with me, J.D. Ingram, pipe major of the Charleston Pipe Band. This week we're going to be learning
Lesson 6, Gracenote Combinations. Your goal in this lesson is to be able to correctly and consistently play GD or GDE Gracenote patterns on different notes. We'll focus on playing Gracenote combinations cleanly to prepare for doublings and future embellishments. We'll try playing some snippets of tunes. Your homework is to practice your GDE Gracenote warm-ups. Extra resources can be found on Sandy Jones' Beginning the Bagpipe, page 15 to 18, as well as the College of Piping Tutor, part 1, page 20 to 24. So far we've learned G grace notes, D grace notes, and E grace notes in that order, but we haven't really played them as a repeating pattern yet. This pattern does occur in that order fairly frequently in traditional bagpipe music, so we're going to try to commit it to muscle memory.
Alright, so we're going to work on our GDE grace notes in that order. First things first, let's just do them on the same note. Practice, I'll do them on low A. Pointer finger, ring finger, and repeat it. You can also work on getting them faster. I like using a metronome. You can Google metronome and it comes right up. I've got a Korg metronome here. We can start playing them real slow. This is 50 beats a minute. And then go a little faster. Here's 60 beats a minute. And faster. Here's 80. And faster. And faster. See how fast you can get them. That's 160. I think this caps out at 200. But you can go even faster than that. You should be able to play them repetitively and cleanly. The next thing is practice doing them with a scale. So you're going to play G, D, E on your first note, and then when you play a G grace note again, that's a note transition. So we're combining lessons 2 and 3, I think they were. The one on grace notes on a single note, and the one on grace notes with a transition. So we'll go. Something like that. Do the same pattern where you can go faster, slower, you can add different rhythms. There's different exercises in your extra material in Sandy Jones' book or your College of Piping Tutor. And then for the final challenge, we'll try to put it into a tune.
Try not to get overwhelmed. This tune's pretty tough, but we're going to try to do a fairly typical sample of a tune that uses the GDE grace note pattern a lot. Check out the third part of the jig, Patty's Leather Breeches.
Okay, time to challenge ourselves. The tune that we are looking at is Patty's Leather Breeches. This is a fairly difficult tune. It's a jig. Jigs are way advanced for something that I would be introducing to a beginning piper. But if we break this down into its constituent pieces and look at it really slowly, this specific section is basically a GDE grace note exercise. So we're going to look at the third part. I'm going to play it really slowly first. The first 2 bars of music are mostly GDEs. The first 2 bars go. catch that? You got 3 GDEs, you've got note changes, so make sure you're ready with your scales going up and down, and then the repeated pattern, and then you've got an F. The next 2 bars, very similar, different notes, but the same rhythm pattern. Not too bad. The next 2 bars are the same as the first 2 bars, so that's nice. And then the last 2 bars, we get rid of the GDE pattern a little bit. You've got these 2 little runs up to high A, and then you've got what would be a GDE on low A, except we're coming from high A, so you can't start with a G grace note, right? You've got a high A and then a low A. You cannot play a grace note in that transition. So you just close to low A and then finish the GDE with your D grace note and your E grace note, and then the last note's an E. So that this phrase goes. Pretty straightforward. Playing it exactly how I just did it is all you should really be worried about doing right now. In the long run, once you've mastered this tune, up to speed, it'll be something like this. Cool.
Thanks for joining me again this week. Some final thoughts for you. Make GDE grace note patterns second nature. You really need to commit them to muscle memory. This is your wax on, wax off moment from the Karate Kid, and I'm your Mr. Miyagi here. Go ahead and check out your extra material, Beginning the Bagpipe from Sandy Jones, pages 15 to 18, and also the College of Piping Tutor Part 1, pages 20 to 24. Cheers, y'all.